Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up? What's up? This is Chief Kalanago again, man. I had to come back and do part two of this live. Man, listen, this is just hilarious to me, man. It's just so funny. But I'm gonna give you guys some time to tune into this live for real, because this is truly unbelievable. Okay, it's more than unbelievable, it's unbelievable. Okay. Let me see if I could go here and get this up here, right? Okay. All right. So guys, I just did a live, right? I just did a live and I was making an attempt to show a video. Fine. They don't want me to show the video through the live, right? So I ended the live and I made an attempt to do the video, to upload the video, and they're telling me I cannot upload the video. Now, family, let me tell y'all something. You have to realize, right? The so-called powers that be, or there be, and I'm saying the so-called power, they only have power because we allow them to have the power. But let me tell you something. The reason why they would not want information like that is because they want people to remain poor. They want people to remain broke. That is exactly what it is. You see what I'm saying? They want people to continue to be slaves. That's what they want. They want people to continue to be lazy, just sit around on the government, all right, and do what? And just beg. That's what they want to do. And you see, a lot of people are falling into that trap. And I think I may have shared that story before, but I'm going to share it again. All right. I've been doing business with Chase for literally over 20 years. Okay. And because I'm having some success in Bitcoin, you know what I mean? Not just Bitcoin, but in cryptocurrencies, period. And I'm transferring money into my Chase account. Guess what they did? They closed my account. They said, well, they said there are unusual activities. Now, what do you call unusual activities that's coming from Coinbase and coming from Cash App? Because I don't want to leave my money in a bank, so you could take my money and go invest my money and make millions, and then you promise me 1% a year. You see what I'm saying? Then they asking me, I'm like, well, why would you just close my account? Well, well, sir, we could do that. We could terminate any relationship without telling you why. But then they turn around and ask me, well, do you do online gambling? I'm like, first of all, you see where the money's coming from. You see what I'm taking it to invest in. You see, they mad because I'm not leaving my money in the bank for them to use my money. Because you see, a lot of you don't realize this and a lot of you don't know this. If you put $200 in the bank promises you 1%. 1% of that is $2. They promise you $2 annually. But you don't even get that because you pay fees. But let me tell you what the bank is taking your $200 to do. Your bank is taking your $200, family. They're taking your $200, and in 90 days, they're turning that to over $1 million. I don't think y'all heard me. You see, I'm here making an attempt to wake y'all up so y'all could see what's going on. I want to give y'all the knowledge so that you could take back the power and put it back in your hands. That's what I'm bringing to you. That's the value that I'm bringing to you. And a lot of you don't realize that, because that's what they're doing. That's what the banks are doing. They are literally, you see, they have a license to rob us blind. I'm going to repeat that. They have a license to rob us blind. And anytime you step up and you want to make a way for yourself, all of a sudden it becomes, to them, it's illegal. It's illegal. You see what I'm saying? It's unusual activities. But you could walk into a bank all day, put your money in the bank, they rob you blind. And a lot of you don't see this. Okay? So I just had to come back on here to tell you exactly what happened. And that's the reason why they don't want me to share that information, because it's just too powerful. You see what I'm saying? I'm here literally helping people change their lives financially. Okay, I'm here giving people hope, and they don't want that. They want people to stay in a state of panic. That's what they want to do. Okay? That's what they want to do. So once again, like I told y'all, man, we have an obligation to ourselves, our family, our people, our community to do something different in order to get something different. Okay? And that is just facts. It's just facts. So I am a little bit, disappointed that I wasn't able to share that with you guys, honestly, because the information is just so powerful. And like I said earlier, our university is teaching you how to trade in the largest financial market in the world. Family, do you comprehend what I'm telling you right now? Literally a skill that you could learn where you don't have to beg anybody for anything anymore. You come together with friends and family and you do it together. You show them how to do it. You learn, you bring them on, and y'all could learn this together. We got to teach that to our children. You see, that's how we are going to change the balance, the financial balance. That's how we're going to change it. The scale have been tipped for too long. Too many people are living without. Too many people are broke. Too many people are poor. Too many people are hurting. Okay. And I just think that some of us have to step up and take the initiative to make this thing happen. Not everybody's going to see it. I know that. Not everybody is going to see it. Okay. But I'm looking for some leaders. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some leaders that are ready to step up and say, Chief, I want to join you in that endeavor to help people become financially stable, become financially independent. Okay, where they don't have to depend on this corporation. Let us take back the power, family. That's how we're going to do it. It is really that simple. That's how we are going to do this. We got to stop making the excuses. We have to stop making the excuses. We got to stop complaining. Remember, this is a corporation. Don't take it personal. It's just business. And the more you take it personal, the more you're going to drive yourself crazy. It is really that simple. They don't care about your personal lives. It's all about business. Okay? And the sooner you get this, the sooner you will realize that, man, you know what? Chief Kalinago is literally, he's saying something that a lot of people are missing. Okay? At what point do you decide that you want to get out the rat race? At what point do you decide that you want to stop being that hamster in that hamster's wheel? At what point are you going to realize that going to school, getting good grades and getting good jobs is not the answer? Because that's what we were taught. Oh, at what point are you going to wake up and realize, man, I have to get up every single day, rush to a place I don't want to be, work with people that I don't even like, work for a boss that don't even stand. I know you don't like me. I don't like him either. But you have to go. Why? Because you have to go. Why not put yourself in a position to go do something if you so choose? You see what I'm saying? You see, choices. Give yourself options. That's what it's all about. And that's why I come on here every single week, every other day, every 3 days, once a week, whatever the case may be. All right, because I'm going to keep pounding that and pounding that and pounding that until the right people step up and say, Chief, let's do this. You see what I'm saying? Because when you plant seeds, you never know which one is going to grow. That is just the honest truth. So you got to keep planting those seeds. You see what I'm saying? When you plant seeds, you don't go into the soil and say, hey, you are the one that's going to grow, or you are the one that's going to be something, or you're the one that's going to give me fruits. No. What do? You just plant the seeds. You water them, expose them to sunlight, and guess what? Whichever one is meant to grow to be its season, then it will grow. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not here to bring this to everybody. That's just the honest truth. Technically, yes, I'm here to bring it to everybody, but not everybody will see it. I know that. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because 99% is controlled by the 1%. or 95% is controlled by the 5%, or 90% is controlled by the 10%. It depends on the bracket that you're in where wealth is concerned. So therefore, if we took the latter, which is 10% of the population control 90% of the wealth, what we are saying is this: 90% of the people will not see what I'm talking about. Okay? And to me, that's alarming. That's sad that 90% of the population, not just in the United States, but in the world, they would rather be slaves. You see what I'm saying? Because the programming, it's been so programmed. Okay? They made you feel good to train you how to be a slave. And we teach our children that from yay high. You know, we put them in the schools where they're programming them to be slaves. Why do you think when you go to school, a principal is called a what? A headmaster, a master, the headmaster of the prepping your children to be on the plantation. I can tell y'all, man, you see, I see it in the words, because why? In the beginning was the word, and the word was the great spirit, the most high God, whatever you want to say, I don't care. But the point is the word became flesh. So when we put our children in these prisons from a very young age, okay, and then you have a master, a headmaster to discipline them just in case they want to be themselves, what are you doing? You're programming your children, okay, to take orders from the masters. But y'all don't realize that. Hence, he's called a headmaster, or she's called a headmistress, whatever the case may be. But the point is, we have to change that cycle. Okay, we have to change the way we think. We have to change the way we do things. Only activity will change your life, not just thinking about it, staying home and fantasizing about being wealthy. Family, I'm telling you, the world has changed, and too many of you are waiting in your Adam state of being. I'm going to repeat that again. I know that's going to go over a few heads, but you know me, I like to go deep sometimes. Okay, but I promise I'm not going to pour salt on the wounds, because I don't want to hurt you that bad. But too many of you stay in the state of Adam. Okay, you never want to bring Eve. You see what I'm saying? And it wasn't a man. Adam wasn't meant to be alone. You see, all that stuff is allegory. That's why I could speak it. And like I told y'all before, I don't care who wrote the book. I know it wasn't no Sky Daddy. You see what I'm saying? But the point I'm making is this. The question is, did you get the message? I don't care who wrote it. I really don't care who wrote it. That's insignificant to me. But the question is, did you get the message? So think about what I'm saying. A man, Adam, wasn't meant to be alone. Why? Because Adam needed evolution to complete him. You see what I'm saying? So too many of you, and again, I'm speaking allegorically, I'm speaking metaphysically. You see, too many of you would rather be Adam, all right? Just be in that state of being, okay? The perfect spiritual man, but yet still imperfect man. You see? And you don't want to introduce Eve because you're not supposed to be alone. And even when you introduce Eve, you are unequally yoked. So now you are developing an Adam that don't have a partner that could help him evolve. And again, all that I'm speaking allegorically. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, family, you have to evolve. You have to bring Eve in. You see what I'm saying? To help you evolve. Because too many of you are stuck in the past, looking for something that it's gone, but it's not, because it's still part of you. You see, your ancestors, our ancestors never left us. They are in us. Okay? And that's why we are supposed to do greater things than them. Now, if our ancestors supposedly built so-called Black Wall Street, or supposedly indigenous Wall Street, whatever you want to call it, most people talk about, oh, well, we got to build back Black Wall Street. Well, how are you going to do it? You can't do it being broke. Do you know what so-called Black Wall Street was about? It was about owning businesses, and successful businesses at that. Owning banks. You see what I'm saying? Owning the police. Owning our own courts. How are you going to do that? You see what I'm saying? When all you're looking for is just is, which is justice, that don't exist. You see what I'm saying? Because nothing is just is. You have to realize that. So too many of you get caught up in the trap of settling. Too many of you get caught up in the trap again of that Adam phase. Family, you have to evolve. Bring Eve into your life. Let Eve evoke that emotion in you of wanting to spring forward, move forward like the grasshopper. You see, the grasshopper don't jump from side to side or even jump back. The grasshopper is always jumping forward. It doesn't matter what, whether it rains, whether it's sun, whether there's a storm, whether there's a hurricane, whether there's snow. It doesn't matter. A grasshopper is going to keep jumping forward. I'm going to ask you a question this evening. Why aren't you moving forward? Why are you stagnant? You see what I'm saying? Be like the eagle. It doesn't matter how tough or how strong or how devastating the storm is. What the eagle do? The eagle look for the storm, and the eagle fly into the storm. And the eagle does what? It rises above the storm and just glide until the storm come to a calm. You see, we could learn so much from animals. Look at the ants. The ants could come together. They are so small, but yet still they could come together and create and move and build colossal things. But doing it alone, one ant will struggle. Two ants will struggle. 5, 6 ants will struggle. But what they do, they go get the colony. I don't know. I think ants have colonies. I'm not sure. I know bees got that, whatever the case may be. But the point is this, right? They send signals out to the entire team. You see what I'm saying? Because teamwork make the dream work. And then they come and you see ants moving a huge piece of bread or a huge piece of food. And you're like, hold up. They got like 2,000 ants carrying that. You see what I'm saying? So family, my point is this. Why can't we learn? You see, so many different cultures, they learn from nature. But you say that you are the indigenous people of the Americas, or you are the aboriginals, but you are so far from nature, you don't even know. All you are doing, you are just talking about it because you don't do what you see in nature. But other cultures, they practice that. You see what I'm saying? Look at the Arabs, look at the Mexicans, look at the Italians, look at the Scottish. It doesn't matter where they're at. Even Africans, which are our brothers, our cousins, you see what I'm saying, and sisters, they come into our native land and they do the same thing. But yet still, we say we are the original people of the land and we refuse to come together and build economically. At what point are we going to come back and say, hey, you know what, man? What we've been doing, it hasn't been working. We have to do something different in order to get something different. You see what I'm saying? Yes, exactly. You know, we could learn so much from these little animals. It's not even funny. And a lot of you are under the illusion that you don't need money. Well, let me tell you something. This is the hierarchy right here. It is the Great Spirit, what some of you may call the Most High, God, whatever the case may be. Then oxygen. Okay, then oxygen, then money. Okay, because try living without money. I don't care what people say, because the same people that say, oh, well, money's not important, guess what? They got somebody taking care of them. But they on YouTube, Facebook, talking, just talk to talk. And I've run into a few of them where their girlfriends are the only ones working, taking care of them. And they're on YouTube and Facebook telling people money is not important. But yet still they got their girlfriends working like slaves. I've seen a few brothers like that. And I have no respect for them. You see what I'm saying? I have seen it. So with that being said, family, we have to step up and do something different. I promise you, many of you in this lifetime are going to see our currency change. You know why? Because currencies have always changed. I did a video literally teaching you about currency, what money is. A lot of you don't know what money is. You think money is just a piece of paper. No. You see what I'm saying? It symbolizes money, but it's not money. You see what I'm saying? Money is all about energy, where you are able to trade things, peer transactions between people, countries, institutions, businesses. You see what I'm saying? It just represents that transaction. So the transaction is truly what we call tradition, a trade. But money symbolizes that trade, that dollar bill. At some point it was gold, some point it was silver, at some point it was, paper money go by, backed by gold. At one point it was what? It was meat. At one point it was corn. You see what I'm saying? At one point it was beans. You see what I'm saying? At one point it was even children. People were trading their children to intermarry or marry with other clans or tribes or other families to build wealth. You see, so a lot of you don't know what money is. You don't know what it is. So you go around thinking money is the root, the love of money is the root of evil. No, it's not. It's being poor and broke is the root of evil, not the love of money. Because for the love of money, you will know how to control your money. You see, they taught you that intentionally. And religion have a big part to play with that. That's why the majority of the population, not just our people, are broke. Because they taught them that for the love of money is the root of evil. You see what I'm saying? So if they tell you that's the root of evil, you are always going to make sure that that evil thing never stays in your hand. You see the trick that was played on you? Let me tell you something. I love my money. I hug my money. Okay? I love it. That's why I'm a money magnet. You see the difference? But now you made money your enemy and you wonder why you broke, because that's what they implanted in your head from since you were a baby. They put you in a building, put a man in a suit and a tie and tell you what money is and what it's not. You see what I'm saying? But yet still, for him to make his money, what he do? He asked his congregation for the money, but yet still is the root of evil, right? Come on, man. Y'all should speed the game. See what's going on. So you have to love your money. Make money your best friend. You see, when you have a relationship with your money, a lot of you don't have relationships with your money, and your money is like a bad ex-girlfriend or a bad ex-boyfriend. You have terrible relationships with your money. Why? Because it's never with you. It's always, it hates to be around you because you just don't know how to treat it right. You see what I'm saying? Family, I'm speaking facts. I'm speaking facts. And a lot of you are going to get left behind. And you think it's you think it's a joke. You think it's a game. You think I just come on here every week or every other week and talk just because I ain't got nothing better to do. Oh, trust me, I got a lot to do, but I know I'm speaking to somebody. I know somebody is going to hear this and it's going to resonate with somebody. Like I said, that's sick and tired of being sick and tired and say, Chief, I'm ready. And guess what? A few people actually hit me up and say they are ready, but they are not. They're not ready. They say they are, but they are not. You see, that's when they start feeling sorry for themselves because my words it's hitting them hard, but they're not ready to make that change yet. They're not ready to give up their comfort zone because they're still afraid. A lot of people are afraid to become millionaires. So what they rather do, they rather idolize people that have money and live in the lifestyle that they want, they so desire, and will not do anything to get it themselves. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. I totally agree on this last statement right there. Okay? You have to stop trading time for money. Teach money how to be your slave, but don't ill-treat your slave. Treat your slave good, like it's a house slave. That's how you're supposed to treat your money, like a house slave, not a field slave. You feel me? And I promise you, it's going to treat you right. Why do you think? Don't you? A lot of people say it's unfair. Oh, rich people, wealthy people, they always getting things for free. Why not? Because you see, it's energy. The more you have, the more you get. Don't you realize the more problems you have, the more problems you get? The more you're poor, the more situations you get into because you can't afford to get out of it. Family, what else can I tell you? How much more can I break it down to you? for you to make a decision to stop living that way. The more you have, the more people want to give you. You know why? Because they respect it. They respect the fact that you work for yours and build and created something of value. But when you're broke, people don't care because they say you're lazy. You see what I'm saying? And that's not always the case. Sometimes people just don't know what to do. Sometimes people just don't, they just don't get the break. Nobody's teaching them what I'm teaching them right now. But what's your excuse right now? Because I'm teaching you, I'm giving you the information. All right. Yes, it's making you uncomfortable. I get it. But that's my aim. I want you to be uncomfortable. I really do. Every time you go lay your head down, I want you to hear my voice. You see what I'm saying? Because I want to evoke something in you. I want to wake up the giant in you that's asleep. Because I know you got something great in you. I know you could step up and change your family dynamics. I know you could get up and change your community. I know you can. I know you could wake up and change the world. And too many of you say you want to make a change, but you just don't want to get up and step forward. Family, the only way to start making a change, you have to start doing the activity. You see, just talking about it isn't enough. It sounds good, but it's only when you are in the game doing it, you are playing, it's only relevant. That's the only time you have a chance to win. If you're on the sidelines, you could never make a shot. And if you don't take a shot, you're going to miss your target every single time, family. Every single time. So make up your mind. Now, please, my disclaimer, I'm not here telling you to go quit your job tomorrow. I cannot take care of you. I'm just being honest. All right. But I could tell you one thing. I could show you how to do something part-time that could overtake your full-time job. I know that much. And even while you're working, I could show you how to give yourself a raise if you have a W-2. Family, I am here giving you the jewels, man. I'm pouring into you. Once again, like I said, I don't want anything from you financially. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to come on here and put a cash app. I'm not going to do that. However, I am pouring into you. I'm giving into you because you deserve it. Look at your family around you. How long are we going to continue to just watch everybody struggle when you know there's something different out there? When you know there's a better way? It is up to you to step up, okay, and put that plan in place. Like I told you before, I have the vehicle. I have the transportation. You see what I'm saying? It needs a driver, and you have the choice to be part of a wealth building team. We are doing absolutely great, and we are having fun at that too. Okay, so all I'm just saying is, yes, you have a job, great. Okay, that's fine, but keep in mind that it's not security. Any day that job could call you and tell you that you're fired. Even if you're self-employed, any day you could get into a situation where you may not be able to work. And guess what? All of a sudden your life shuts down because you cannot take care of yourself or your family. Things happen. You see what I'm saying? So why not put yourself in a position to build residual income so no matter what happens, you will continue to get it for the rest of your life? You see what I'm saying? Why not learn to the skill of learning how to go in the biggest business in the world, which is trading currencies, and get as much money as you want? Why not learn that skill and learn it at your own pace at that? Nobody's rushing you. You're going to get a password. You're going to get an ID for the university, and you're going to learn this at your own pace. And that's why I'm so passionate about this. Why? Because I see the transition. I see the transformation that's happening in my life. And I just wish everybody could experience it. but I cannot force it on you. I have to respect your free will by just hearing the information, but not taking action, not reaching out to me. And even when a lot of you do, you still don't spring into action because why? You think staying on your job is better for you. It's easier to go work 8 hours, 9, 10 hours, 15 hours a day and slave for somebody else because you thought and you were taught that's the American dream. Buy a house, put yourself in debt for 30 years, or go to school, get a degree, and then you still can't find a job in your field, but you still have student loans that you cannot pay. Rent is tripling, okay? Food is up, and you haven't seen anything yet. Gas is 2.75, almost $3 a gallon right now. Wait till inflation fully hits, and then in 2022, hyperinflation hits. A lot of you are going to be screaming, looking up to the sky for answers, but I'm telling you, nothing is going to come from the sky. It has to come from within you. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people are going to give up on their religion because their God that they pray to is not going to do anything for them. You know why? Because faith without works is dead. Your God only helps those who help themselves. It is really that simple. And like I said, I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear. Okay? So with that being said, I've been here for a little over half an hour. It's truly an honor to bring that information to y'all. Okay? I want to expose you to something different. I want you to dream again. I want you to see that there's light, not even at the end of the tunnel, because what I'm showing you with, there's no end to that tunnel, but there is light. I could guarantee you that. All I'm asking is just give me 6 months to 12 months of your life to show you how to change your family dynamics. That's all. No matter what happens, guess what? A year is going to pass by before you know it. We're already in May, okay? Before you know it, the summer is over. And then here comes the fall. And because you didn't plant your seeds in the spring, you're going to be hungry and begging for more stimulus checks. Or they will give it to you because they want you to stay poor. They want you to remain complacent, comfortable, lazy. They want you to keep begging. And they decide how much they want to give you when they want to give it to you. Aren't you tired of that lifestyle? So I say, get with a winning team. Get with the NBA. Let me take you to the NBA. Never broke again. That's where I want to take you. Let's go for that championship. Let's go for that Super Bowl ring. Let's go for the gold because it's there for the taking. It is. I know I'm speaking to somebody this evening. Somebody who just hate everything about their job, but they have to go because they got to take care of their family. You feel me? It is. I know. I could feel it. And I know you're hearing me. You're not just listening, but you're hearing me. And I could feel that there's a little fear within you, a little bit of anxiety. Am I ready to call, Chief? Am I ready to take that leap of faith? Am I ready to step forward? I know you are asking yourself that question right now. But let me tell you, yes, you are. The mere fact that you're starting to feel uncomfortable, the mere fact you're starting to feel those little butterflies in your stomach, you're trying to tell me, Chief, that I could accumulate and learn to build wealth without a job? Yes, that's what I'm saying. You're trying to tell me, Chief, I'm going to learn a skill that I could go into the biggest financial market in the world, $7 trillion a day, and learn a skill and get as much as I want? Yes, that's what I'm telling you. Chief, you're trying to tell me that you could show me how to create residual income so that I could get paid for the rest of my life. Just do it one time. Yes, that's what I'm telling you. You're trying to tell me, Chief, that if I have a job right now and I'm getting a W-2, that you could show me how to give myself a raise, and that's totally legal? Yes, that's what I'm telling you. So get those butterflies. Start dreaming again. Start hoping again. Let me tell you something. There is always a way out. And a lot of times, a lot of you go down on your knees and pray. You walk into church buildings, you pray every single day, asking your God to show you a way. But let me tell you something. When your God give you the way, because it's not exactly what you asked for, you spend so much time not seeing the gift. You start looking at the curse. You see what I'm saying? And you're continuously asking for that same thing, and you got it in a package that you didn't realize, that you didn't notice, and you just failed to open up that gift. I am giving you a gift. And like I told you before, I have never seen anything like it. That's why I am so determined to make sure I share it with every single individual I come across, no matter where I go. I talk to people. I'm literally an ambassador for change, for financial change, because I know that's what's going to take us where we got to go. Can you imagine 2,000 of us, 5,000 of us that are millionaires walking into a council meeting in our indigenous attire, and we are millionaires, and they're getting ready to pass some legislations, and and we say, hey, that's not going to fly, and we are millionaires, and we are in our indigenous attire. Do you know what's going to happen? Man, maybe I'm a dreamer. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Call me a fool for dreaming. Call me a fool for seeing the vision, okay? For knowing what it takes to get us out of this rut. And a lot of you talk about your third eye is open. No, your third eye is not open. You don't even have a third eye because you have no idea what you're talking about. All you're doing is just talking about what you hear people talk about. Because if your third eye was open, you wouldn't want to be comfortable. You wouldn't want to be broke. You wouldn't want to be financially challenged. You wouldn't want to be in that position where you see your people struggling and you refuse to step up and do something about it. Your third eye is not open. It's calcified just like everybody else. It's really that simple. If your third eye was open, you will know that you deserve the best. Okay? It is really that simple. If your third eye was open, you know that the universe is your oyster. You would know that you are part of the creative collective. And then we created everything so we could have in abundance. You would know that. So don't tell me your third eye is open. When people say that on YouTube and Facebook, I just laugh. And Instagram, oh, my third eye is open. Man, shut up. You don't know what that means. You don't know what it means. Because even when we manifested here, we were in a garden. And again, I'm speaking allegorically. We were in a garden filled with everything that we need in abundance. So let me ask you a question. Where's your abundance? What happened to it? It was robbed. It's time to take it back. And how do you take it back? You become a financial power. That's how you take it back. That's how you take it back. When you're able to step up and say, nah, enough is enough, and do something about it. It is really that simple. Can you imagine 5,000 of us being millionaires, and we go into every neighborhood and we start building and buying back those broken homes and providing homes for our people? Can you imagine that? Guess what? I can. But I can't do it alone. You see, this is bigger than just me. It's bigger than you. What service are you willing to render? Huh? How are you willing to step up and make the change? And a lot of you may say, well, Chief, you know what? It's not always about money. Then what else is about? Because if you have to go buy seeds, you still have to buy the seeds. You don't have the land. Most people who have land, they don't cultivate the land because they can't afford to do it. So how are you going to tell me you don't need the money? I mean, you see, that illusion that y'all live in, man, you got to stop that. If you didn't need the money, you wouldn't be sitting around waiting for a stimulus check. So let's be real. It's needed. But the question is, what do you do with it when you get it? So let's be part of a team that want to come together and build economic wealth and do something together. Let's be like the ants. It don't have to take a million of us. I'm telling you, 1,000 to 5,000 of us that are millionaires, I'm telling you, we could change things around. Yes, we can. And I know the way. I have the path. Okay, and it's proven. It's solid. And I just wish y'all could just experience what I'm experiencing right now. I've already extended an olive branch, my number, my email. Every time I come around, I leave it for you. Exactly. The three essential things that we need for basic living is what? Food, shelter, and clothing. And the majority of us, we don't have our own. You see, you went from landlords to tenants. I'm showing you how to become landlords again. Okay? You see what I'm saying? We could literally, again, 1,000 to 5,000 of us just say, hey, you know what? We are millionaires. So let's have a clothing line that we could literally, because we are millionaires, we could just create some clothes and just literally start giving it away almost for free, giving it to families as part of our charity. Go help the farmers. So now we could bring food into the inner cities and help people. Family, we could do those things, but we need capital to do it. We need the funds to do it. And I'm telling you, I know the way. I know the how. I have the strategy. I have the plan. Okay. So 42 minutes I've been on here. So thank you guys. I wish you a great continuation. And I'm looking forward to your texts. I'm looking forward to your emails. And like I said, let's do this, man. Let's do this. The vision is, it's literally, or it could become a reality. We don't have to be reactive. We could be proactive. Let us not wait for things to happen to us. Let us make things happen for ourselves. Okay? You see, we are supposed to do greater things than our ancestors and stop proclaiming their glory and how great they were. And yet still you refuse to be great. That's a disrespect to them. It truly is. Because their legacy, we are supposed to be building that, making it stronger so we could pass on to our posterity, the next generations to come. But it looked like so many of you have already given up on life. And I keep telling y'all, just because you go around on Facebook and YouTube, showing crystals and have beads around your waist and around your forehead, it doesn't make you, what you call conscious. All conscious means is to know. What do you know? What do you know? So when people do these things, man, to me, it's just to impress people. See, I don't want to impress people. I want to make an impression on people. I don't want to impress people. That's not what I'm here for, not to impress you, but to impress upon you. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for. So if you truly know who you are, then you should know that you're supposed to live like royalty. And there's no part in royalty that means being broke, begging people for things. There's no part of that. It's that simple. And then, you go from saying you came from kings and queens, whatever that means. You know what I mean? But yet still you accept a life of mediocrity. You see, it just doesn't add up. It just doesn't make sense. It's contradictory, if you ask me. All right. And I'm not here to put anybody down. No, I'm here to build you. I'm here to lift you. All right. Let's build that financial arc. We can do it. And like I told y'all before, I got the perfect tool. I got the perfect vehicle. When I tell you perfect, I'm telling you it's perfect. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not here to tell you it's easy. And I'm not here to tell you it's hard either. But I'm here to tell you it's simple. And like Lauryn Hill said, life is so simple, but we rather make it hard because of the choices and the decisions that we make. We make things a whole lot more complicated than it needs to be. Family, building wealth is so easy. It's so simple, but we rather make it hard. You know why? Because we were brainwashed to thinking the only way for people that look like us, okay, to make money is to either go to school, get good grades, and be slaves, or to become football players, basketball players, to be a rapper, a singer, an actor. It seems like that's the only way that our people think that they could make it. Well, I'm here to tell you, the majority of the millionaires, they're not actors. The majority of the millionaires, they're not rappers, singers, or athletes. Okay, that's a very small percentage. The majority of the millionaires, it doesn't matter what skin complexion they are. Guess what? They made their millions by investing and being business owners, not being employees or self-employed. It's two complete different things. But by being investors and being business owners, in other words, they make their money work for them and they build residual income. They do something one time and they get paid over and over again. And they have a great understanding of the tax system. If they don't know, they hire somebody who does, because there's two tax system. Okay, one for employees and one for business owners. Employees get hurt the worst because, again, the United States is a corporation and it wasn't built for employees. It was built to facilitate businesses. So like I said, the value that I'm pouring into you, people pay thousands of dollars for that. You just don't know. But one day you're going to appreciate it. You will, because you'll see the value, because it will come playing back in your head. You see, once you have heard my message, you will never forget it. Even if you try to, it's going to be in the subconscious mind. And one day it's just going to pop out. Boom. Where did I heard that? Wait, I heard that before. Oh yeah, Chief was saying that last year. Chief was saying that 2 years ago. Man, I wish I had. Now you see, that's the song of regret. Anytime you start hearing people say, man, I should have, that's where the regret song come in. But you don't have to sing songs of regret. You could always say, man, I'm glad I did, because time is going to go by anyway. You see what I'm saying? So all I'm just saying, be part of the team. Let me show you how to do this. Give me 6 months to 24 months. Let me show you how to transform your life. You see, I'm not here to tell you anything about anything that's going to happen overnight. I'm not here to tell you that. See, that would be selling you a dream. If it happens overnight, then guess what? That's fine. I'm happy for you. You feel me? But I never like to overpromise. I never like to do that. But so that's why I'm being conservative. 6 months to 12 months. Let me show you how to change your life. And guess what? It could possibly happen way before that, because I know it can. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not here to sell anyone dreams. I'm here to give you reality. And Rome wasn't built in one night. It wasn't. You feel me? It wasn't built in one night. So we could take our time and build this thing. And I know how to build it. I know how to build the ark, because I know that financial storm is here and it's going to get worse. But that don't have to be our reality. Okay? Well, family, if you're in Louisville, Kentucky, guess what? What I'm introducing to the family right now, we could do that in over 150 countries around the world. That's why I tell my people, stop limiting yourself. Stop limiting yourself. Open up your mind. Let's do this. All right. So if you're in Louisville, Kentucky, man, listen, reach out to me. I have my email and I have my number on there. Just text me. Let me know who you are. Don't just hit me up. Like, I don't do the ghetto stuff. Okay. Introduce yourself. Let me know who you are. And let's build. Let me show you the way. And like I said, we could build our brand. in over 150 countries, almost 200 countries pretty soon. Can you imagine that? Owning part of the largest university, online university in the world, family. Everything is gone online right now. People working, people learning, and guess what? We could get a piece of that pie. Okay, $7 trillion a day is being traded. We don't need to get all 7 trillion. I'm asking you, how much of that pie, how much of that do you want? It is literally up to you. And I could show you how to learn that skill and at the same time build residual income. Okay, so guys, I'm out of here. You guys have a great continuation. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. My phone number, my email is on there. Again, just let me know who you are, and I will plug you into one of my presentations, because 7 days a week, I do presentations showing people how to change their lives. And let me tell you something, it is so beautiful. It's so fulfilling to be of service, giving people hope, and then not just giving them the hope, but letting them see that manifest, letting them see it for real. Because seeing is believing. And I could show you more than I could tell you, if that makes sense. All right. So you guys take care of yourselves, be good to each other, and let's make that change. Okay. Talk to you guys soon. I love y'all for real. And that's why I come here and I do what I do. Okay. Facts over feelings. Peace and love.